Alright, well my name's Skye, for those who don't know me, and my story. When Ben asked me to do this, I was like, what am I going to talk about? Because God's grace has come into my life a lot. But just recently, it's been a really amazing time. I was at a swim school that had 4,000 kids. It was going amazingly, 70 staff, everything was going amazing. And then we had to move to a new location, which obviously we lost a lot of clients, and a lot of things happened where it was super challenging. It was so hard, it was such hard work. And I got to that point where I just went, you know what, I need to get out. I need to do something that I absolutely love, I'm really passionate about, and I need something that will get me out of this really hard, tough time. And so I had to make a really challenging decision to go, all right, do I leave a job that's 23 years and go into not sure where I'm going to go, the uncertainty of, like now with COVID, it's all uncertain. So back then it was similar where I was like, what do I do? Like, what am I going to do if I do stop this job? I wanted to try and get into schools and do PE coaching. And so I kind of gave up that job, and it took a while to find the job that I wanted. I went and applied for lots of different sports jobs. I applied for a soccer job, and I can't play soccer at all. I can play hockey, but I can't play soccer. So, and it was interesting that day, I'd gone for an interview with this Moving Bodies, which is who I'm in with now. And I had to kind of go, oh, do I do this soccer job or do I work with Moving Bodies? And the soccer job said, actually, we've found somebody, we don't want to take you. And I'm like, oh yes, I don't want to do that soccer job anyway because I can't play soccer. And Moving Bodies rang me that same day and said, we would love to have you on board. This is what we're going to do. The process happened, and I was like, yes, I finally get into schools. I didn't want to do my dip ed, I'm a personal trainer, but I really wanted to get in and do PE coaching. I was going really well. There's always opportunity where you're going, going really well here. Things are great. I'm at a really great time. I've got enough money. Things are going really well. And obviously then things happen and it just changes, and you're just kind of going, all right, where do I go now, God? What is happening? I need help here. Why is this happening? But I have to just go with it. And obviously COVID has affected a lot of people. People have actually had positive experience because they've got more work. Others have lost work. Others have had low wages, whatever it might be. But I did lose work only for a very short time, which was absolutely awesome. I lost work on the Wednesday, and by the Monday I had a call from Pastor Mandy saying, we've got a nannying job, and if you would love to take it on, I've got lots of recommendations and they would love to meet you and see if it will work. And I'm like, absolutely, let's give this a go. So yeah, the times that I've been in really challenging situations, like trying to leave this job, and just even knowing, like just now with moving and knowing where I'm going to be living, and there's a whole certain uncertainty. And I suppose for me it's a process of, okay, it's something that is happening and it is what it is, and I can't change that. So I have to think about what I'm going to do to get through this situation. And for me, there's certain Bible verses that I stick and sort of hold on to really trust that God has it sorted. For example, at Jeremiah verses, for I know the plans I have for you to prosper, not to harm, but have a hope in the future. And that's a huge one for me. I know that if I keep holding on to that God will, that verse is true. Like it's in the Bible, it says that these things are true. He says these things. So I really feel that is a big thing for me. Sometimes I'd walk out the door and not even wanting to go into the place where I'm about to go, whether it's work or whatever it might be, my old job, and I would say these Bible verses over and over and over and again, and I would just go, I got this, we've got this, that full armor of God, all those verses. And I'd walk out and I'd go, right, this is you and I, God. It's the only way I can do this. I can't do this without you. And to this day, I'm like that. There's times where I'll just go, right, I'm going to have to walk out of this, my house last week and that I loved, and I don't know where I'm going to be living. And a week later, just a week before I moved, I found a place. And so I'm like, okay, God, we've got this together, okay? I really have been really blessed in every journey that I have been in, and God's got control over what is happening, and I needed to take control over my situation, even though I couldn't control my work or whatever. I thought I'm just going to open my door, open my trust that God has it sorted, and He opened the doors for that nanny job. He's opened the doors for JobKeeper. He's opened the door for a place to live for a couple of months until I find another place. And it's been a challenging journey, and there's times where you go, I don't understand this, but I know that whatever happens, God gets you through it, whether it's hard or not. He has this absolutely sorted. And